Hello, Thrive for Life. How you doing, ladies? Joanna Chomsa, Skin and Gut Health Coach. Welcome to my Monday Facebook Live. And today I wanted to very quickly jump on here and share with you this very simple concept that within my healing practice is so powerful and proven almost every single time that I work with any client, okay? Which is basically that your health issues are simply your life issues in disguise. Oh, I've got a squirrel jumping around my balcony, like coming up to the window. Yeah, your health issues are purely your health issues are purely your life issues in disguise. So the way I look at the body, the way I look at certain health issues is very much communicated to every single area of your body, which stands for a way of us communicating with ourselves and with the world. Okay, this may be a very unfamiliar concept for some of you, but just to give you an example, I share two amazing stories that I worked with during last week, two case studies, which again, it's just like I find this work so powerful and so rewarding because, the normal medicine always tries to mask the symptoms, okay? Minimize the pain as quickly as possible without really getting to the actual root cause of the problem. When you move into the functional nutrition, functional body, the spiritual, the metaphysical, the quantum medicine, that's when all the pieces of the puzzle start coming together. And what may feel like a totally new concept for you and totally, unrealistic, unexplored concept soon enough starts giving you clarity and actually for you to realize why my health issue is there in the first place. Which area of my life is that I'm not expressing myself fully or I am not honoring myself fully? What am I limiting within myself? What am I overgiving to others? Where am I forgetting to look after myself first? Okay, so a first case study that I had last week was a lady who's had a terrible shoulder pain in her left arm that was present there for almost 5 years. And she used to suffer with terrible migraines. Migraines that would be so debilitating for her that, for 2 to 4 days out of the month, she would stay in bed. She would have to lock herself up in a dark room because everything was making her feel nauseous, and even the slightest sound or the light would aggravate the pain so much. So when we were doing the one of my realigned sessions, we tuned into that specific area of her life, and through a simple kinesiology muscle testing technique, we were able together to identify at which point in her life that habit began, and was it what coping mechanism it was for her to then throughout her life use for a certain benefit. Okay, and obviously as we were doing the session, it turned out that getting a migraine for those 2-3 days out of the month was the only way that, one, she could take a rest, she would be able to rest, and she would be able to binge on any foods that she liked. Okay, and out of this 3 to 4 days, she would be very, very strict with herself, watching her diet to to the letter. And when the migraine struck in, that was her an excuse to binge on any foods that she loved. Okay, within 45 minutes, she was able not only to move her shoulder. Right before the beginning of the session, she was only really able to lift her arm to about there. When we finished our call, within an hour, after 5 years of only just being able to lift her arm to this point, having seen numerous physiotherapist, massage specialist, doctors. Within 45 minutes, she was able to lift her arm all the way to the top. And to me, that was freaking mind-blowing. What the body is able to hold on, what emotion the body is able to hold on and affect your physical health, when all you just think is like, well, it's probably my hormones, or it's probably, a misalignment in there. Yes, physical body does have an impact on your health. But again, 90 to 95% out of the time, I see misaligned energy, blocked and suppressed emotions, desires that are unaddressed, avoidance, fear, okay, that keeps creeping in, that is left unaddressed, that then manifests itself through physical conditions. So that's super, super powerful when you start looking at your health, that it's just your life issues. So whether that's your relationship, whether that is your work, whether that is your business. I always say to my coaching clients that your business problems are not your business problems. They are your personal problems that are showing themselves through your business. And it's exactly the same around health. Your health problems are your personal problems showing itself through your body. It depends which area of the body is obviously. Hormones are all about communication. Okay? Hormones are messengers within the body. So how is it that you're communicating with yourself and others? Digestion is all about digesting the ideas, digesting what's happening out in the world. If it's a diarrhea, how quickly are you literally just allowing the information to come through and out of you without even being able to hold on to anything? Constipation, how much are you actually holding on to something before you release it? Okay, how much are you holding on to the past before you're able to move forward? Thyroid, guess what? Thyroid is all about communication. Are you openly communicating your desires, your truth with the world, with your closest ones? Or are you just following a certain pattern? This is powerful, guys, okay? So I really invite you to see any health issues. And, 9 times out of 10, there are always thoughts that accompany your physical challenge, where deep down inside, intuitively deep down inside, what needs addressing. And sometimes you just need somebody else, a helping hand, to help you bring what's brewing inside the body, what's brewing inside the physical body, and take it outside and address it. Okay. The second case that I had last week was amazing. It was a lady who was going through a lot of trauma. She went through a lot of trauma as a child, and she was moved from foster home to another foster home, and she was experiencing a terrible physical burnout, okay? Constantly tired, constantly exhausted. And when we were obviously going through the session, we identified that as a child, so from the age of 2, 3, she never actually understood what the feeling of safety, security, financial stability, emotional stability is, which later on in the adult life manifested as toxic relationships, financial troubles, a lot of financial debt, physical issues like hypothyroidism, okay? So she wasn't being able to voice out all of her anger, all of her frustration from having been moved from one home to another. And it's then teaching how to release those emotions through the body in the right way, in a safe way, allowed her to finally understand that she is now safe. She's an adult. She's adult enough to create her own safety, not to depend on anyone else to create that safety for her, and that she's in charge and she's in power to create her own health, her own life. So again, I invite you to look at the health challenges and see, what area of my life am I not paying attention to? and leave a comment below, okay? If you'd like some guidance, or if you'd like, some questions answered about, what could this be? This is what I'm suffering with. I've tried this and this and this, and nothing's worked. It's a great opportunity for you to actually explore another dimension of healing the body, of getting down to the root cause of the problem, okay? So let me know in the comments below. I would be really, really curious to see what is it that that you're struggling with, that you would love some guidance and help with, and perhaps looking at it from a completely different perspective, something new, something that's so powerful and is so freeing, that will actually blow you away, okay? I wish you a beautiful day, and I will see you very soon. Mwah, lots of love.